You moving at that higher frequency will spawn other higher frequency beings, other high frequency items, other high frequency items, beings, and ideas. Results. That's why we do it. That's why we fight. That's why we keep going. That's why we do more. Yo! It's your boy, you know what I'm saying? Life Unscripted. We back with another motherfucking episode today. It's only me though. So I'll be only sharing my thoughts again. It takes me back to the end of the last season where it was only me. So, we will, it's only me. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's only me. Y'all get to hear my opinion on these topics I have today. I hope that they give you some insight. You're able to relate. And it's some great content, It's your boy Scripted today. You know what I'm saying? With another motherfucking episode. This is episode number 5 of season 2. And we quit ranking them. You know what I'm saying? But today I'm going to start it off like always. How was your week? I always like to ask that question just to get a hold on how that person went through their life and what they went through since the last time I seen them. My answer to that is my week was legendary. My week was legendary. Why? My week was legendary in the sense of I started the Life Unscrpted live channel. I got back posting consistently. Like a lot of things started clicking. Yesterday and today was kind of like a day off though. Saturday and Sunday was a day off. But everything is still clicking. I'm getting in a flow state, pushing this out, moving. All the pieces are moving. I made a huge shift July 1st. And today it is currently July 20th. So the pieces are clicking from that last little switch I did. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very, 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 very ecstatic that I was able to shift like that. The streaming, the trading, everything is finally clicking. So I'm definitely extremely happy about that and ready to take it to the next level on all levels. Physical, financial. The only thing is, and I want to start with this, there be certain problems that is in my head that I'm not dealing with, and it keeps on getting revived. Like it's like something in the back of my head, and it's just like a whole list of issues I have going on. Call this person, do this, do this, do this, do this. And it's just in the back of my head, like a list of things that must be done that is like a problem I'm not solving. It's like I'm putting it back. And it's just pure procrastination. Pure procrastination. Pure laziness. All of them all of those lower half feelings is making decisions to postpone those tasks I have in the back of my head. It's all lower half. It's all lower half of myself, right? And what I am coming to realize is I remember I did one of my early ones by myself. I move the most efficient when I make decisions of my higher being. When I make decisions that are not influenced by impatience. When I make decisions that isn't influenced by if I'm being lazy. When I'm making decisions that... When I am making decisions that... What's the right word for this? When I am making decisions that's not based off of a negative or a lower desire. Lazy, envy, impatience. So that's like hate, like rushing it. Like, all those sins. When I'm not making a decision from there, that's when I do my best. And the problem I was having was realizing that I was making my decisions based off of that. So that's where I'm at now. I'm literally at the starting steps of making decisions at my higher self. Because there's no reason for me to have a list of tasks. I can think of 5. I can really think of 3, not really 5. 3 things that I have been postponing that's been in the back of my head just coming it reiterates itself. It's like, come do this. And I keep saying no to it. And I keep saying no to it. And I keep saying no to it. And I know I'm not the only one, man. We got to get on them problems. We got to. You got to knock them out, get them off your head. And after this, I'm speaking on that. Like, every problem I'm having, like, just get out of my brain. Let's solve this problem. It's just, these are like one-off problems. They're not even problems that stick around. You know what I'm saying? It's a problem that you could just do a quick little task, get it going, we on to the next. But it's just like them, it's just, it was something about it that I was not addressing them. I don't know why. It was something about those problems that I wouldn't address. I believe, because they're not hard problems. I think, let's think about it. It stems from, I know exactly why. I'm dodging them problems because it's going to cause me to swallow a truth pill. I'm not ready for the truth. Whatever me solving that problem going to reveal, I'm not ready for it. And I am pushing it away. Simple. Simple. And the question is, if you're not ready for it now, when are you going to be ready? That's it. That's literally what it is. Like, listen, sitting here and talking about it with y'all, this is literally what it is. When all those problems I had, I just sit and I'm pushing away, I'm pushing it away because I don't think I'm ready for the truth that's going to reveal. Like I said, I was doing it for the lower half, but it's deeper than that. It's the penetrated truth is I'm not dealing with that issue because I'm not ready for the truth it's going to reveal. I'm being scared. And what's crazy about that is sometimes the truth is the truth that it reveals ain't even nothing too scary. For instance, let's say like this. One of the problems is going to reveal a financial truth. You know, I'm about to pay this money. So I'm like, bruh, put it off. Put it off. I'm not even trying to deal with it because I know I'm about to pay this money. And I'm like, bruh, I don't want to deal with that truth. Like, you know, that's not even a big truth right there. It's just like, I don't want to deal with that financial burden right now, so I'm just going to push it away. Instead of looking at it, acknowledging the burden, and then figuring out ways to overcome it, I'm just kicking the can down the road. Fuck it. Postpone it. Fuck it. Postpone it. Fuck it. Postpone it. And what's the problem about this is people are depending on me to pick that can up, analyze it, and put it where it belongs. But I'm over here kicking it and pushing it, kicking it and pushing it, kicking it and pushing it. So that is the issue. You know, and I'm glad I'm able to sit here and figure that out. It seems like the problems I put off, and I had another one, I was supposed to call somebody. And I wasn't ready for that conversation. I was scared. So I pushed it off. I pushed it off to the point where I don't even need to call them no more. It's too late. It's too late. So I made that realization. Now, I don't know if y'all's is the same, but from what I'm seeing is when I push things off, I push it off because I'm scared of the truth. I'm scared of what's going to happen when I confront that problem and it reveals to me. Well, like, what is it going to reveal to me? I'm scared. And it seemed like that's something I've been dealing with my whole life for real. Like, even like it goes deeper than just the problems. It goes, it's in everything. I be scared of the truth, so I run away. I say, I'm gonna do it later. I'm gonna push it back. Next time, tomorrow, because I'm scared of what it's gonna reveal to me right now, and I don't want that. So now for the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna readdress this. I'm going to deal with every problem right then and there. If I feel like I'm scared of what it's going to reveal, I'm dealing with it. I'm dealing with it. We're going to take baby steps with it. I'm going to journal it down. Problems I'm dealing with it that I felt scared. Like situations or things that had to be done that is causing me to feel a fear to solve or to do. I'm getting straight to it. I'm getting straight to it off the rip. Like, there ain't no more kicking it down. Let's pick it up, analyze, let's look at it. It's like I got countless things that I'm pushing off because I'm scared of the truth. Countless. Not countless. I just added one. So 4 now. 4. But like I said, it was a phone call I was supposed to make. A financial burden I was supposed to... A financial burden that I'm supposed to... What's the right word? Handle. A responsibility that I'm supposed to handle. Pushing it off, because I'm scared of that truth. I'm scared of the truth. So now that I'm knowing that, I realize that it's super important for me to address that, not just in one area of my life, not just in them areas, in all areas. When I feel like, ooh, I'm pushing this off. Why? I'm pushing this off because I'm scared. If I'm pushing it off because I'm scared of the truth is going to reveal, let's handle it now. No push off. Let's get it. No push off. Let's get it. No push off. Let's get it. Let's reveal that bitch. Let's pull the mask off. Pull the sheet off whatever is hiding and let's see what it looks like. But that's what I've noticed. I started it off with like saying it was the lower half, but it's not. It wasn't. It wasn't really the lower half. It was me being scared. It was me moving fearful. I just realized that I'm thankful I was able to come to that conclusion. If y'all are having that same problem as me, what should we do? What should we do? Confront it head on. Confront that problem head on. Don't let it sit. That's the best way. I always told myself, like, if you know you are extremely on one side, be extremely on the other side. And then after being extremely on the other side, you'll be able to find a middle ground because you've been on both and you know what works for you. That's what I told myself. When I was too passive, I was like, fuck it, I'm going antagonistic towards everybody. And when I was antagonistic towards everybody, I found a middle ground. Now I know how to turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. I know how to, and it be, sometimes people catch me when I'm antagonistic and not get to know that chill, cool side. Like if you only see me playing basketball, or if you only see me doing the sport, you're going to think I'm, feisty, theory, at your throat, at your neck. But I'm not like that. I'm not like that. I only like that on the sports field. Like, I'm really a chill dude, things of that nature. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't know how you going to handle it, but I'm going to handle it by approaching everything head on. Fuck baby steps. We jumping in the deep end. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. I ain't playing no games. I'm getting past this. Excuses will result in you plateauing or stopping. Fuck them. We on to the next topic. The next topic, that was just a huge thing right there. The next one I want to say is your bad traits that consistently influence decisions. That was basically how I started it off, so that one was not good. Fighting your negative side. What does that mean? Fighting your negative side. What does that mean in me? Fighting your negative side. Simple. Fighting your negative side to me means fighting your negative side to me means you are, what's the right word for it? Fighting your negative side means to me, what does that mean to me? That means to me, you are making decisions that require you to move at a higher frequency. And you moving at a higher frequency is requiring more of you. So you be tired. You want to cut corners. You want to take a break. You want to maybe not go all the way through it this time. Why? Why does that happen? I believe that happens because it's easier. It's easy to cut corners. It's easy to stop halfway. It's easy to do a job or project half-assed. It's easy to be avoided. It's easy to lie. It's easy to just fight. Instead of understanding, instead of finishing it through, instead of telling the truth, instead of communicating with that person and hashing out whatever the issue is. It's harder to do that. You may have to get cussed at. You may have to get disciplined. You may have to put longer hours. You may have to put effort that you don't have at the moment. You may have to take a loss. And them are not things that are easy to accept. But you accepting them will raise your character. You accepting them will create a garden that butterflies will fly into. You moving at that higher frequency will spawn other higher frequency beings, other high frequency items, other high frequency items, beings, and ideas. Results. That's why we do it. That's why we fight. That's why we keep going. That's why we do more. Because of the simple fact that you moving at a higher frequency will have higher frequency around you. You move at low frequency, you're going to be surrounded by low frequency. Cutting the ties you don't want to. I can't deal with you no more. Use my blood relative. I can't deal with you no more. I'm moving up here, you keeping me down here. That's not easy. You grown, I don't got to take care of you no more. You bringing me down here. That's not easy. But that will allow you to surround yourself with higher frequency beings. That will allow you for that person to come back in your life as a higher frequency. I believe so. Now, if y'all disagree, that's just what I believe. But that's why we fight. That's why we fight with our lower half. That's why we fight with our negative side. We fight with our negative side because we believe we deserve high frequency. We believe that once you start compromising, you won't stop. We believe that we deserve that vision. We believe what we put out is what's going to come back to us. That's why we move high frequency. That's why we do the things we do. That's why we always see it through. That's why we always win. But that's why if you're fighting with your negative side, to sum it up, if you're fighting with your negative side, then I believe that if you are fighting with your negative side, then that means you're on the right path. That means you're on the right path. That means wherever you're going, when you get there, you're going to be amazing. When you get there, you're going to be someone they can only look up at. And then what's crazy about it is they're going to be looking up at you and you're going to be helping them up. Because higher frequency put out what we give back. We don't gatekeep. Like they label gatekeep, but then we give you the information and you don't do nothing with it. We don't gatekeep. Like I tell you how to get it, and I know 80% won't do what I say. But yeah, that's that topic right there. But that's why I believe we fight with our negative side. I don't have the answer to the other topic. I don't have the answer. I don't have the answer to the other topic. I'm not going too much speak on that. I'm not going to too much speak on that. I was asking some other people, so I'm gonna have to wait for other people to come to it. But I don't have the answer to that question. Let's talk about this right here. Let's talk about it. This wasn't one of those topics, but this is something that's on my mind. Promises made with people who don't keep them. Switch it. My bad. Someone made you a promise they didn't keep. How you deal with that person after that promise is up. Someone made you a promise they didn't keep. How do you deal with that person after they broke that promise? One, it depends on how big that promise was. Does it though? Does it? If they breaking small promises, you don't think they're gonna break big ones? So does it really matter? Okay, maybe not. So once they breaking promises, are they reliable? No, because you broke your promise. How do you deal with somebody after they break their promise? I don't have the answer for that. I don't have the answer for that. I know I be hurt. I know what I feel when they break their promise. I be hurt. Be like, damn, for real. You said you was gonna do it, for real. Damn, that hurt. It hurts. Hurts a lot. It hurts a lot when people break their promises. It hurts a lot. It hurts a lot when they break their promise. It's nasty, right? If they best get to the basics though, if they break their promise, why'd they do it? Is there understanding behind it you could have? Yeah, you got some understanding behind it, but does that change the fact that they broke it? No, they still broke the promise. No matter how much you understand, the fact was they broke the promise. So will they do it again? Shit, you did it one time. I'll put my bet on they'll do it again. I placed the bet. That's how I did it in poker. Oh, they show you did that once. I'm gonna bet they're gonna do that again. Show me you not. Show me you switched it up. And then after you show me, I'm gonna still bet against you because that may have been a fluke. That's how I was doing it in poker. But the same way, maybe that one was the fluke. You don't know. But all I could do is what I see. All I could move on is what I see. So I seen you did it. So I'm gonna place the bet that you're gonna do it again until I see you do otherwise. And then you're going to have to double down on that otherwise for me to fully believe it. So what that means is, if you broke that promise the first time, I'm going to put my bet on you going to break it again. So then I'm dealing with somebody who I can't even rely on. Is that high frequency? We was just talking about that earlier. Was that high frequency? Is that high frequency? Is breaking promises you have high frequency? I'm gonna ask you a question. No, I don't think breaking promises is high frequency. I think really thinking before you accept a promise is high frequency. But you can have understanding though. You can have understanding. Let's just put some more context behind it. They fulfilled 100 promises, and then they broke this one because of a super event. I'm betting on they still reliable, right? But if it's one promise and you don't see it through, you break it, I'm betting on they unreliable. So you add some context behind it. Maybe if they give me that super circumstance situation, I may put my odds back. It have to be supplemented with more, but I will put my bet on them not breaking it. If it's some super situation and they have other character traits that also affirm that, right? I'll put my trust behind it. But if they don't, I'm betting against you all day. All day. You finna be in there all day. So what that does, right? I'm hurt. I'm extremely hurt. You broke your promise. I'm extremely hurt. Like, shit ain't the same. Shit not the same. And it's just, what do you do after that? What do you do with that hurt? Me right now, with that hurt, I tend to stop talking. I be hurt, so I just stop talking to you. I stop talking to you. Is that the right answer? I don't know. What's your answer to it? But when someone break a promise to me, it hurts me. And I tend to break the relationship. as sad as that seems, that's just how I do it. How you do it? How you do it? But that was just something on my mind. People, you know what I'm saying, they break a promise. I was just wondering what y'all thought about that. When somebody break a promise to you, how do you respond? But that's it for Life Unscripted, episode number motherfucking 5 of season 2. I'm out of here. I love you. You love me. We a happy family. What a do ya in a do ya. What? Nah, I'm playing, bro. But I will be playing that at my end. That's my outro. Shout out my boy Fred. I'll catch you later. Peace.